Hey everybody, it's Mr. Marshall at Stony Lane, and I have a Did You Know video about U.S. presidents for you. So, did you know that all presidents, when they're elected, they get elected for a term that's 4 years long, right? And so some presidents are presidents for 4 years, and presidents can also get reelected and add 4 more years on. So, a lot of presidents will be president for 8 years, and there was a president that actually did it for longer because the laws were different. I'll tell you about that another time. And sometimes their term is not even 4 years because something happens. We've had one president that resigned, which means that he kind of quit. And there's been, unfortunately, a lot of presidents that died while they were president. And so I'm going to tell you today about the president that was president for the shortest time. Okay? And he's right here. This is William Henry Harrison. He was the 9th president of the United States. William Henry Harrison was born in 1773, and he died in 1841. And like I told you, presidents try to be president for 4 years. He was president from March 4th, 1841 to April 4th, 1841. He was only president for 1 month. Right? Wow, 1 month. Because he died. What happened was, presidents always have something special called an inauguration. An inauguration is a big ceremony where they make them the president, right? And so what they do is they have to say a special words that kind of give them the power to be president, and then people say congratulations and stuff like that, and then the new president gets to make a speech. So a lot of people thought that William Henry Harrison wasn't very smart because he was known for being a general, and so they thought all he could do was fight. But really, he was very smart. William Henry Harrison was actually a doctor. Okay, he was a doctor. And since he was a doctor, he should have known better, because what happened was he wanted to give a speech so that everyone would be like, wow, he's really smart. And so he wrote a speech that went on for hours. It was 2 or 3 hours long. It was the longest speech ever at a presidential inauguration. And so he went out and he gave his speech. And he tried to be all tough and everything, and he didn't even wear a coat. And it was raining. And this is how the story goes. We're not really sure that it's exactly how it went, but everyone says that he caught a cold and it turned into pneumonia. And then he died a month later. He was 68 years old. Okay. He spent his whole presidency in bed, sick. Okay, so that's really sad, because we don't know what kind of president he would have been. He might have been a really good president. He might have been not such a good president, but no one will ever know. All they ever know him for is that he just died. That was all he did. And so when he dies, when any president dies, the vice president becomes the president. This was his vice president. We have another video about him. This is John Tyler. And so this was the first time that ever happened. It was the year 1841. And no one really knew, so now is he just president for a little while until we elect a new one? And the people that were in the government tried to boss him around, because they were like, you're not the real president. You're just this acting president guy, right? You're just a substitute teacher, right? You're not really the president, because William Henry Harrison was the president. But John Tyler decided, nope, this is the first time this ever happened, and we're going to do this right. And he said, I'm the boss now. I'm the president now. You have to do what I say, or you can quit. And he was tough on them. And that was the first time that ever happened, where a vice president became the president because the president died. And it was a good thing that John Tyler knew what he wanted to do, because then after that, forever, that's what happened. As soon as a president died, the vice president took over and became the real president. Okay? And that's happened quite a few times during the course of American history. Okay? And it was these two guys that set the stage for how that would work. William Henry Harrison and John Tyler. Okay? Did you know that's how that happens? Did you know that William Henry Harrison was the person that had the shortest presidency? Did you know that that's how they figured out how to pass the power on to a vice president when a president dies. Okay? That's something that you can read more about, and I'll see you next time.